Hello, this is ResilanBearcat, and welcome to our Apollo Let's Play series of Dyson Sphere Program. We are picking up right where we left off. Now, in the last episode, there were several things that we did. One is we actually started producing strange matter. We've got strange matter being produced, certainly not in any great volume, but we are creating strange matter. We have graviton lenses and we have space warpers. So space warpers are now being produced. They are being brought in here. We can see them showing up in here. Plus we have some in the tower itself. So what we are going to do is we are now going to, this is going to be, within what we're doing now is purple cubes. That is the next step of what we need. And purple cubes, if we just come in here, ooh, that's a little bit too close. Let's look at what the purple cubes require. Purple cubes require a couple of items. We need particle broadband, and we need the processors. Now we have processors, we can get those and bring them in. We're not making a lot of them. We're making a couple a second, but I mean, we'll go through this. If we want to produce 2 per second, then that is going to require a whole bunch of processors and cubes. Because it takes 10 seconds to build one of these things. You get 1 cube out for every 2 processors that are going in. So we're going to need, if I want to produce 2 per second, it's going to take 4 processors per second. I don't have that many processors being built, so that'll be an issue. And then the particle broadband thing also needs to be made. So let's get busy and let's make the particle broadband. Now we're going to need a spot to do this in. So let's come over here. Let's just move away from this. We need to find a spot on this planet where there is some space. That's a lot of water right there. That is getting up into the solar cap. I don't think I want to go up into that area. Let's see what we have right here. This looks like a nice flat area. Pretty big space right down here. So we're going to do it right down here. This will work well enough, at least for our purposes. So let's just get rid of this water. There we go. Take that out there. Alright. That'll give us enough space here to work. And we got some trees and other things in here that we'll do. Now let's see. That is one of the things that we need, is the carbon nanotubes for this. So what we need, and let's go back over here to this. This is produced a replicator, and we need 3 items. We need the particle nanotubes, we need plastic, and then we need these cubes. So I don't know if we really have any plastic. If we don't, we'll actually have to back up and work on that. But this is where we're going. This is our next process. Let's see. This tower is sort of used up, so what I'm going to do, let's take another tower, and let's see how close we can get it before it complains. Pretty close, but not super close. So what we're going to do is just stick another tower in here like this. I am going to, we'll put in the carbon nanotubes. We'll tell it to bring in 1,000 of them in this spot. This will be, actually just want to do storage here, because I'm already providing these here as supply. I really don't need the different things, so we're just going to run a belt from here. Oh, there's not lined up. Good enough. Now, do I not have the carbon nanotubes coming in here? It says I've got carbon nanotubes, but all of the carbon nanotubes are going out there and being used up at the moment. Okay. It is interesting that it's not splitting them. It is simply running them out the other side. Wonder why it doesn't bring any this way. This says storage. Demand. That's not going to do anything. So I don't know why those are not coming out there. And that's something we're going to have to back up. And we may have to produce more of these things. Now we definitely have some capacity, some space here. So let's just go ahead and put in, I guess we'll put 4 more of these things in. I don't know if we really, oh, I need to do the belts first. So let's do the belts first. We'll extend the belts down through here, like this. We'll bring this in here. So that's 2 items coming all the way down through there. That's on this line right here. Put that in there. Oh, let's get this closer together. There we go. Like that. And we will stick a tower here. Maybe more towers than I need, and I just don't care. That's fine. There we go. I got drones bringing me something. Is there any way to see what they're bringing? Looks like there would be if I knew what I was looking at. Okay, probably need belts. Alright, with that coming in there, let's just go ahead and stick a power pole there. Bring that in there. Okay, very good. So now we have more of the graphene, the nanotubes being produced. And let's see here. That stuff is going around that way. Even with all of those, I'm not producing the 6 per second, not even filling the belt up even then. Pretty slow. As we come around here and come in here, it's coming out here just fine, but not coming out here yet. Okay, well we'll figure that out, and we may end up producing more. We'll do what we have to do. We do appear to be using up whatever the inner tube item is. That's the graphene. We can produce more of that too if we need it. Let's go ahead and get the other items that we need in here for this production. So let's go back to here for a minute. These items require, I need these carbon nanotubes, I need crystal silicon, and I need plastic. Now, I don't know if I have crystal silicon. We're about to find out if I have crystal silicon coming in. I want to do 1,000 of those. I want to demand it. I do. And I have plastic. I want 1,000 plastic. Demand. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we don't have enough carbon nanotubes. We'll have to continue working on that. We've got to go deal with plastic. We don't have plastic coming in. So let's see. We have plastic being produced here, but all of that is being turned into these cubes. So we don't have the plastic. But we have a whole bunch of refined oil, so the only thing we need to produce the plastic is, well, we've got a lot of extra plastic built up. Energetic graphite. So if we produce more energetic graphite, we can do this. See, this is going to be a cascade effect, and these purple cubes are going to take quite a bit of work to get them done. So first things first, let's find some coal. I need a coal deposit that's not being used where we can produce energized graphite. There's coal veins here that are being used. There's coal veins here which are not. I wish there was some way I could ping a map location and then fly to it. That is the one thing that I could use with my sense of directions in this game that sometimes are somewhat suspect, as I'm not sure that I know where I'm going always. Alright, there's stone veins, there's crude oil. There's the coal veins right over there. As it starts to get dark, we will put some, we're going to make some more energized graphite and put it into the network. Let's get started. With our miners, we're going to see what we can do about sticking a whole bunch of these on here. 1, 2. Did I get 8 in there? I don't think I did. I think I only got 7. Yeah, I only got 7 in there. Okay, that'll just work. We'll make that work. So what we're going to do is come out of here. Let's pick the, we'll take a green belt out to here, and then just right down through here. We'll start joining in. And let's see. Okay, there we go. Let's put one there. That probably turns them all on. It does. Very nice. And that will get into here. Now let's just back this out a little bit. There we go. And with this in place now, we need to do a blueprint. I think even the... Let's try the mid-game, early mid-game. We want to be able to do energized graphite 6 per second. That'll require 12 coming in, and I believe I can do... Oh, I'm going to need to get rid of some of this water. I don't think I have enough of the... Yeah, maybe I do if I'm careful with this. Put one here, here. Okay, I'm out of items. It's okay. We've got plenty of room to put this down. No, I think we have enough of these things feeding this. That should 2, that should be 4, that should be feeding 8. We should be able to bring these around here. Oh well, we're just going to put 1 in, and then it'll just feed for a long time, and we'll let it work that way. So we can, if we need to increase it later, we can. But we're about to be able to go to other planets and pull even more resources in. So back to our blueprints. So early mid game. We want to come back to the energized graphite at 6 per second. We want to reverse this thing around this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right up here. We're going to set this thing down right there, just like that. And what we'll do is we'll take this out of here like this. This out of here. We'll take this whole thing out. Like that. Okay, there we go. Now then, we're going to do this right here. This right here. Take that out and bring this over here like this. And then put that in there like that, and then what we will do is bring... Oh, it says I don't have any of those. I forgot about that. Should hook the whole thing up right there. There we go. We've got coal coming in here. We can stick the extra coal in there, and this will be through an energized graphite. Now we actually don't need that, so what we're going to want is a tower. So let's take this out. I don't really want that. What instead we want is a local tower. Run this right here. And we'll hook that up like that. We will put energized graphite in here as a supply. We will let it run as full as it wants to run. And I probably have some energized graphite that I don't need. We'll throw that in there. Very good. Still got some hydrogen as well, and deuterium that I need to get rid of out of my inventory. Okay, with that being demanded, let's put some drones in there. I want to just stick 50 drones in there, and we'll let that do its thing. Okay, so that is more energized graphite. So with more energized graphite being produced, the next piece of this that I needed, going back to here, is I need plastic. In order to make plastic, I need energized graphite and refined oil. And that is where we're going to come back up here, where we're doing our refined oil. We do have some oil deposits over here, but we have a huge pile of refined oil over here that we need to do something with anyway. And that's what we're going to do right here. Yeah, this is the refined oil. Is there any space there? There is not. Okay, with that in mind then, wow, look at this. There is just not much room here. And these things are super full. Okay. How am I going to do this? I believe what I'm going to do, I've got sulfuric acid here. Need to get that out of there. Is there any space there? Nope. Oh, there is space over there if I can get it over there. Okay. I can. I am quite positive. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I have no room to get that out of there. Okay. But I don't need that anymore. Got that empty. Let's see. Stone. Okay, well, then here we go. What we are going to do, I don't think I'm only producing 2 per second here, so I don't have a whole lot. But what I can do is bring this right down here. Bring this down to here, like this. Bring it over to here and into there, just like that. Okay, there. And that is going to produce this. And let's see, let's say we can do 1,500 as a supply. And that's what I'm going to do. Alright. Now with that in place, I need to produce plastic. So I'm going to go somewhere where I can find some room. Here is the equator. Let's see, I've got a good bit of room there. But there's a lot of things here. Let's go back over here. See where I want to do this at. There's my mall right there. This kind of looks like a good spot right in here. I do need some more foundations, so let's pick up some more foundations. I've got 3,000 on me there. I'm gonna pick up a couple more thousand. I wonder how high it will go. 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. Okay. Wonderful. Plus the 1,000 that I got on there. 1,001 actually. Let's get rid of the extra one. Don't really want that. Alright. Very good. And then we've got some items in storage here. Certainly need to get rid of a few things. Titanium alloy. Every time I look to see when I think I have something, it's not in that particular tower. Oh well, alright. Gears, combiners, there's the graphene, super magnets. There's those crystal things. Oh, wait a minute. There's those. Yep. Alright, we'll just clean it up a little bit here while we're here. We've got drones running back and forth bringing us things. And let's see, I got diamonds. Alright, I'm still looking for where I want to build these items. Let's just kind of look the world over a little bit where we have some room. We got some stone veins there we can use to, but we'll harvest their whole stone veins there. There's a pretty good little spot right here with some things in it. Look at all the little random stuff that's in there. But we ought to clean that out at some point. Crude oil. Things there. Okay, right up here. There is a spot right here where I can build some things. There's a little strip of water down through here. We'll fix that. And then build right here. Alright, this is where we're going to go. So this episode, I got the feeling we are not going to finish this episode with getting the purple cubes made. We are missing things that we need. Right now, we're going to build plastic. More plastic, I should say. We are building some plastic already, but not enough for what we need to do here. So what I'm going to do, we're just coming over here. We are going to take us a tower. I think I'm going to do I want to do interstellar logistics or do I want to do planetary logistics? At this point, I don't think I need anything from off planet. So what I'm going to do is a planetary logistics system. Put one here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in order to make plastic, right here, that was going to take refined oil and energized graphite. So I want to bring in refined oil. I want to bring in energized plastic. And then I'm going to send out plastic. We'll put plastic out. So that's my plan. With that, then, I am going to need a belt that comes out of here. And that's going to be my refined oil. Right there, it's going to be energized graphite. And then we will need production capabilities. So part of what we're trying to do here is we really are just trying to get set or building our items. So this will be plastic. It takes one every 3 seconds. So 1 per second would be 3 of these things. So let's put 3 of them in. And I don't have to get too cute. Let's just put the input pack one out of the way. That'll work, especially if I use. Alright, there's plastic. 1 every 3 seconds. 2 seconds. There we go. Now let's power the whole thing up. 1 thing there. 1 thing there. 1 thing there. And we need to turn on demand. And let's put in some drones. And plastic will be the supply. And we will let it store a whole bunch. Now I only need about 1,000 of each of those. I don't need 5,000 of them. Let's just do 1,000 of each. We've got more than the energized graphite than we need. So, oh, and there comes the energized graphite. Once it's all flowing in here, I want to make sure that they're working without waiting. It says I've got refined oil inbound. Let's see. Yep, there it is. There's the refined oil coming in. Look at that. They come down there, and there comes the refined oil out. So it is now running. Let's see if it is actually, if it just continues running or if we're running out of resources. No, it seems to be doing pretty good. Not a lot of plastic. Scaling this up is going to be an interesting exercise, trying to balance everything that I need, how much of it I need. There are graphs here that I can use to help with that and help the planning. I can come into the production, for example, and I can come in here and look at what's on the local planet. I can look at what's in the entire star cluster, for example, and I can come in here. I could favorite things and find stuff that's coming in here. We can see that the fire ice is, the production of fire ice 40 per minute, consumption 15 per minute, so we're producing way more than we're using. My iron ingots and the consumption, I'm using nearly 1,000 a minute, and yeah, I don't have much iron. That's one of those things we'll be interested in. Titanium ingots, we're producing just enough. We're consuming more than we are producing of high purity silicon. That's an issue. So you can kind of start see where you've got an issue, where you're not producing enough. We're not producing enough stone bricks. We're consuming more than we're producing. We're producing way more energized graphite than we need. We're not producing enough steel. We're not producing enough titanium alloy. So that'll be an issue. We're pretty good on the diamond production. We're pretty balanced. Gear production looks pretty good in magnets and magnetic coils. So this view will be very useful. I think this view will be very good, but it definitely comes in. And if we come in here, for example, processors, we're producing 86.4 per minute. This can show me every 10 minutes, every 1 minute of what's being done, every hour what's being done. It's 86 on a 1 minute. It's 86.4 on a 10-minute window. So I'm not using near as many as I'm producing. Crude oil, refined oil. I am producing more refined oil than I'm consuming. So I'm pretty good on hydrogen. Hydrogen, I'm producing a lot, but I'm using a lot. Same thing for deuterium. I now have 14.1 per minute of plastic. Yeah, let's write home about that. Yeah, okay. Well, with that being the case, let's see what else we need to do. Part of what we're trying to do is we're trying to get these particle broadbands done. We needed plastic for that. We weren't producing any plastic. We are now producing plastic. And somewhere on this planet, I am producing particle. I had set that up. I do not remember where it was. We'll have to go find it. That is another thing that's going to be interesting about this process, is finding things as we get into the later builds might be interesting. I don't think I have to use the word might be. It is definitely going to be interesting trying to find things later as this thing gets bigger and bigger. Where did I put things? I think the where did I put things will be something I spend more of my time trying to find. There is the graphene that we were producing. There's the cubes. There's the whatever they're called. That is the nanotubes. Alright, let's see. So I was in this area when I was working on this. There's the plastic things. There's my mall. And we are starting to use up some of the refined oil. Very good. There's my space warpers. So I thought I had a tower built, and I have absolutely no freaking idea where I put it. That's the red science area up there. Let's go back over this way. We've got drones flying over here for something. We'll check it up as the sun comes up. We go into daylight. Let's see what we got. These drones aren't doing anything. That's my plastic that I just did. That's steel over there. That's the blue science of the research that I'm doing. I've got to find it. We're running out of time for this episode, so this may just be the end of this episode. We may have to pick it up in the next episode. There's my titanium alloy. So we will probably pick it up in the next episode and start finding. Really what we're still doing is we're still working on getting to these cubes. We've got to produce particle broadbands, and then we can actually produce the information matrices, or the purple cubes. Once we've got purple cubes and purple sites coming in, we will be able to unlock the things we need. We've already got space warpers. We'll be able to go to another planet, and that's our goal. So we'll pick it up in the next episode. In between episodes, I'll go find where we were making the particle broadbands, and we'll see you next time. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the link shown here for more gameplay. Take care.